Hello and welcome back, John. Can you please tell us about this garden we're about to adventure through?
Well, this garden, I've got to admit, is what I regard as John's masterpiece. It's my favourite garden. Out of all the landscapes I've created, this one is based, has really come from the heart. It's based on coloured foliage. It's a water garden, as you will see as we walk round, but you can see there's very little flower in here like the show garden at home. It's based entirely on coloured foliage, whether it be the Japanese maples yet again, or whether it's the lovely bank of hostas over there to our left. I've always believed that every garden that you have should have some form of water feature in it, because water is so relaxing. Now this is the ultimate water feature. This garden was blessed with a natural rock face, as typical of round Cartmel, so why not let's create a stream. So that's exactly what's been done here. We created a mountain stream. Now this was the biggest challenge, I think, of my gardening career, to actually get this rock face actually watertight, and we have actually succeeded.
And how long did it take you to build this garden?
This garden was done in stages over a period of 4 summers. The waterfall itself, the initial build was done quite quickly. When I say build, sealing it all up, but the bridge we're actually now just walking over, and the pool down at our feet, was actually created only about 18 months ago. An extra stone put into the waterfall to actually what the Japanese would call tune it, because the Japanese actually do have professional waterfall tuners. You use different stones to create different moods, and as I said, this one is the natural mountain stream sound. Just if you were actually to think about it, would actually give the sound of just being out in a natural landscape. There isn't a natural water supply here. All this water is recycled and kept filtered by the planting up at the top here. The grasses that you can see right in front of us now actually provide the filtration for the pond, and the grasses and other plants in the stream actually take the nutrients out of the water to stop it going green. It's much more environmentally friendly than using unnatural means for filtration. Now we're actually up at the top of the garden. Because this garden has a fantastic view, we decided to create a seat up at the top of the waterfall here, so you can actually sit and admire the landscape ahead of you. The planting in front of us causes a bit of a problem, because there was no soil here whatsoever, and the rock was very domed, so we had to create little planting areas by importing a few bits of walling stone to create little planting pockets. So that's why the planting is very dwarf up here. And as you can see, even with this section of the garden, it's all done on coloured foliage. In front of us here we've got the berberis, we've got the sambucus burgundy lace, and over to our left there we've got a nice gold juniper, we've got a red maple in there, and we've also got the silver of the herbs down there.
Notice you've got quite a few aces as well, different colours down there.
Yes, acers lend themselves quite well to being in containers, so the owner of this garden is just as keen on maples as I am myself, so when we ran out of space for planting them in the garden, we got ourselves a selection of large Chinese pots, very pleasing to look at, and planted them all into the pots so we could stand them around in all the unplantable areas.
Just some incredible views, but then you've created one impressive garden. And originally this was all just barren land.
Yes. The house is a relatively new build, so this was just a natural rock face protruding out of a field. The walkway down through there actually leads through to a long narrow lawn. The idea of this was when you're looking up it, and especially looking up from the other side, is to give it a look like a bit of a stream. So it was given all these meanders in a long narrow line down to the bottom, so when you're actually looking up from the bottom end it actually looks like a green stream to complement the water on the other side of the planting. Here's another classic plant for anybody wanting to use coloured foliage, the Cutinus cogigria. Beautiful plant, not expensive, grows quite quickly, but what beautiful foliage. And when it rains on it, the little droplets sit on there, and in the sun they glisten, and if you get moonlight they just look like little pearls all over the plant. Beautiful plant. Again, you can see in this area here where you've got all the different colours. You've got the blue from the conifers down here, you've got the gold from the choicea over there, you've got the acers showing all sorts of different colours, the pink, purple, red and the gold. Now we're just approaching the hostas that I mentioned earlier on down here on our right. These complement the beautiful Acer Orange Dream here, and look at the fabulous colours of the hostas underneath. That beautiful gold and green we've got down here, which complements the acers behind, and the gold is actually taken back through there to the ilex at the back, the spineless ilex sitting against the wall there. This garden did actually have to be rebuilt 2 years after it was done, because the cows got in and totally destroyed it, which was actually absolutely heartbreaking for both myself and the owner of the garden. But it's nice to see that it's actually come back to its own, and I say it myself, I think it looks pretty fabulous.